So, very good morning to all of you. In the previous class, we have seen complete previous session, and the other previous session we have seen completely regarding to the constraints, how to enforce the constraints we have gone through. On 21st and 22nd, we have seen completely how the constraints are being enforced. Now today, we'd like to concentrate on SQL operators with where class, and then are there any built-in functions with Oracle? So let us discuss those built-in functions if possible. So first of all, we'd like to discuss something about SQL operators with where class. Let me give you a small example before going to take this one. Yeah, KMR class. KMR class. Actually, I did not start the services because these services will be taken huge amount of time. So that is why I was not started those services. So let me start at this moment very quickly. Oracle, yes, this service is required, and this service also be required. This service will be taken sometime, 1 or 2 minutes will be taken. So Oracle service was here. Oracle Aura database one to home TNS listener. These two services are very important before going to access or execute any query with SQL. Okay, so that is why if services are not there with you, then you could get one error. That error will be protocol adapter error. Okay, protocol has not been get started as of now, so that is why the protocol adapter error has been occurred to you when those services are not supposed to be in running mode. Okay, these two services. So by default, everybody who are working with Oracle, they may be disable or stop those services because they will occupy huge amount of space in main memory. Huge amount of space in main memory. So that is why people have always stop those services as and when required. Yes, it could be in real time. For example, in real time, same thing will be gets happen. So no matter, those services are always in running mode because many people have been communicating with the Oracle server continuously or SQL continuously. So therefore, it must be required. Yes, everything is gets running. It must be required to access continuously. Now let us examine AMR class. So AMR class. So now it could be connected. It could be connected. Let me increase the size. Let me increase the size. Then it could be able to visualize you in a proper way. No problem. You can increase the size properties and take the bold font. Then it could be able to Now some set operations will be there. Set lines. So 300. Set pages 50, and then column P name format A30 or A20, something like that. So select everything from TAB, T name. So it is not properly set up. T name, sorry, T name. I have given some wrong name here, so that is where the problem will be raises. MEE has been missed. Okay, now you can execute the same. Yes, it could be displayed in a proper way. So all these where classes will be taken by us using one particular table, because the table is very, very useful to you to know or to learn SQL basic operations. That particular table is this one. So employee EMP table. EMP table is very much important. Let me select for you some data here. Select. So everything normally I have pronounced that so this star will be everything. You please remind this particular point from me, exclusively from me. Okay, some other teachers might be given star only, but I'm not interested to term or spell it as star. I'd like to spell it as everything from EMP. Okay, everything from EMP. So it could be displayed the employee details, complete employee details. You need to understand one particular point here. The point will be the employee number. So every employee has employee number, employee name, job, MGR, manager number. Who is the manager for this particular fellow, Smith, or something like that? When he was recruited into this organization, what is his salary? Is there any commission for that particular fellow or not? To which department he belongs? So this is the complete information regarding to one particular employee. Based on this one, we would like to write some number of queries while taking some exercises with the SQL operators. Okay, SQL operators will be took place in such a form. Now let us go ahead and take how many SQL operators are there. So for time being, I'd like to give you one or two relational operators here. Relational operators already have given the previous classes, but today also I'd like to give you. So select everything from EMP. Every data is required by you, but the condition is the people who are belongs to department number 30. I'd like to display them. Other than 30, I don't require. So simply speaking, so where class is always trying to filter the data. Filter operation is going to be happen here. So where, what is the filter condition? DEPTNO will be equal to 30. If you take something like this, so remaining everything has been switched off and only the people whomever belongs to 30th department has been displayed. So that is why this where class is always trying to filter the data. Filtering could be gets operated here. Okay, so this is the where class application. How this could be gets operated using SQL select statement here. So to apply this one, what are the different so operators? So this is one of the operators, that is equality. Now such kind of operators, how many are there? Let us examine. So let me write everything in this area. So SQL operators. Today's class is 24/05/2021. So SQL operators will be like this. So look at this. So look at this. Normal operators are there here. Number one, first one is relational operators. Number two, second one is logical operators. We know very well what are the relational operators. Relational operators are so greater than or equal to, so less than or equal to, not equal to, then followed by equal to. Okay, it is not supposed to use double equal for comparison. So here it is a single equal because we don't have any variables here. Because of not having any variable, because assignment is not there in SQL. Assignment operation cannot be operated in SQL. So therefore, it could be taken into consideration that single equal will be taken. Single equal could be taken into consideration for doing such kind of job here. The logical operators will be, so these are the logical operators, A and D, then followed by OR and AND. Okay, these are the logical operators. Now, come into the picture. We know how you have to operate these two relational operators because since right away from the probably from third class onwards, so what kind of data will be taken by relational operators and what are the outputs we know. So can be taken any kind of data as input, but produces only true or falses as output. Only produces true or false as output. Logical operators will be taken true or false as input and also produce true or false as output. Now, these are okay. These are okay. There is no problem about this. So we have to consider these operators. These operators are very, 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 very important. SQL operators. These are very, very important. Let me list out them. So if you have a paper and pen, you please note down these. If you have any paper and pen with you, then you have to note down all these. First one is between and. This is the first one. Second one is in. Third one is very important. Like will be taken two more internal operators. Like will be taken two more internal operators. Number one is percentile. Number two is underscore. Underscore that could be returns like this. Underscore, not hyphen, not minus or hyphen. It is underscore. Okay, that is underscore here. Now this is what about like. And these operators will be gets operated directly in where class without using further kind of issues. Whereas next operators will be gets operated right away from the here onwards. These are used in subqueries. In subqueries only, these are used in subqueries. What are those operators here in the sense? So first one is any. First operator is any. Second operator is sum. Third operator is uh, what do you call exist, and fourth operator is so all. Fourth operator could be considered as all. These are the four operators which are used for subqueries only. And now, right now, we are not supposed to discuss anything regarding to subqueries. These operators cannot be discussed right now because we don't know what about subquery at this moment. So we are unable to know regarding to subqueries at this moment, so that we are not concentrate on this, but we would like to concentrate on everything, So like operator is pretty much important. Okay, pretty much important. You must concentrate on like operator. Okay, let us take one more example in terms of doing some kind of exercise with what do you call and or not or less or equal to greater or equal to all these operators. Okay, so okay. So look at this. I'd like to display the people, the queries, display the details of all employees, whomever the details it might be. Totally 8 columns or 7. Yes, 8 columns are there here. 8 columns data is required. Complete data is required for two conditions here. Two conditions. Condition number one, either their job is manager or their job is clerk. Okay, managers or clerks I'd like to display. So look at this. The query is display the details of all employees whose job is either manager or clerk. Either manager or clerk. Select everything from EMP where what our condition is job. So job is equal to, it is character, so that we have to start with single quotes, either manager, M-A-N-A-G-E-R. You please write in a proper way what is the spelling which is there within the specific data. So the same spelling must be written by you, manager or. So second one is job, J-O-B, job equal to, so clerk, C-L-E-R-K, C-L-E-R-K, either these two. You can see filter condition gets operated here, so that you could have displayed only so clerks or all managers, salesman, analyst, president, everything will be not supposed to display here. So here we have been operated or, and we have been operated so equal to. Then we'll take one more condition, one more operation So display the details of all employees. Whenever you have to see, display the details. Whenever you have to listen such kind of code, you have to operate, select everything from. Okay, whatever the table name it might be, select everything from. That is the table name. Then what is the criteria? What is the filter condition you are supposed to get operate? That filter condition is very important. Now what is the filter condition is display the details of all employees whose salary in between 1500 and 3000. Whose salary in between 15,000 and 300. Look at this. Everything is same. But we are asking that salary is greater than or equal to 1500 and right now. And the salary is less than or equal to 1500. Oh, sorry. I'm very sorry. It is not 1500 actually. It is 3000. What I have told you, that is 3000. Okay, look at this. So if you observe the salary field, what it has been displayed here at this particular area, if you observe this particular thing, so 1600 is within the range of 1500, 3000 and so on and so forth. Everything will be there. So filter condition will be gets operated in this way. So here we have been operated greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and the operator and. Okay. So in this way, we'd like to operate all this. Okay. Now, so operation or execution of logical and relational operators are known as, these are known to us right away from childhood. But we don't know what exactly this between and what exactly this in, what exactly this like. So just before we have written one particular statement here, that statement will be this one. The statement will be this one. So between and will be always used to eliminate the writing of greater than, less than, and the field for many times. It could be eliminated for many times. How this could be? Look at this. So the same query could be written salary between salary between so 1500 and 3000. Look at this, how simple this particular, it could be seen a simple, what you call, English literature kind of sentence. It is a simple in English literature kind of sentence. Whereas the previous one, if you take this particular thing here, this thing will be as a mathematical form, but it is a simple English literature kind of operation. So to understand very easily, to understand to apply very easily, so we have to use between and. No difference at all. Both outputs will be same. Both outputs will be same. But operationally, it has been reduced for writing salary for twice. You can see here and here, and greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So all these things will be gets eliminated and can be written here, and can be written here. So that is why. And if you consider operating this particular condition or this particular filter condition will be very slow when compared to this one here. Okay, because here greater than or equal to is separate operator, less than or equal to is another operator. These are not same. These are not same. So we need to, I mean, if you take 1600, here two conditions could be gets operated. Condition number one is whether this can be true. Condition number two is this can be true or not. Okay, these two could be gets operated. So that for every value, you have to operate the condition for twice. Okay, it could be somewhat very slow. Tuning cannot be done. Whereas if you take this one, it could be displayed very easily. Of course, for 10 rows, 20 rows, you could not understand whether it is really fast or not. If you have 1 crore rows or some 20 crore rows or there something like this, wanted to display them, then you could understand very clearly whether which is being displayed with what time and another between and will be displayed with what time. You could know. Okay. So between and is used to increase the performance tuning. It could be increase the fastness. Okay. So that is what about the between and. Okay. Now, just before we have written one more query. That query is this one. Just before, that is a job like So we have taken something like this. I'm talking about in right now. I'm talking about in right now. If you take this one, here also same kind of issues. Job equal to, here also job equal to purpose, and R will be equal to, R will be written by us. So totally number of replications are there. And if you write the same condition, something like this, so it's very simple. In, job in, so open parenthesis, whatever the values you are expected to take, yes, you can take it. Whatever the values you are expected to take, yes, you can take it, and close the parenthesis. And close the parenthesis. Okay. So this is the way you can replace it. This is the way you can replace it. Okay. So like this, you can get separated. Of course, output is same. There is no difference at all. We are doing some performance tuning. So here also two conditions. Condition number one is this one. Okay, let me take over that, then it could be very easy to understand. So look at this and execute this particular query also for you here. Then you could explanation point will be very easy. So look at this. These are the two queries. So here, if you take whether he is a clerk or not, apply these two conditions. If it is false, then go for second condition. Okay. Really, he is clerk. Then this condition will be applied first. It is not true. Then it will be goes to second condition. Okay. So twice. So these conditions could be applied to get the data here. Whereas here, so either of. I hope that you do recall yourself the switch case and the nested if. In switch case, directly case will be based on the switch case value. Directly case will be selected. Directly case will be get selected. Whereas in a nested if, every condition will be gets checked. If any condition will be gets true, then it is going to execute it. Similarly, so switch case is performance tuning could be there. Directly it could execute. And nested if you have 20 commands, 20 particular conditions, all those conditions could be gets executed, then only you'll get the output if last condition will be written true. Okay, that is what you need to remember. In such a way, so you have to eliminate the writing of many number of conditions, and secondly, increase the performance. Okay, display the data at a faster rate. N will be displays the data at a faster rate. When this could be taken, it could be very lesser. If you write one more condition, for example, job equal to manager, or job equal to clerk, or job equal to analysis again. If you write three conditions, performance will be still getting low, very, very, very low. So here in job in manager, comma, analyst, comma, clerk, if you write something like that, then immediately what happens here in the sense, directly the data will be displayed without taking much time. Okay, how many number of values you can operate here, it doesn't matter. If really the particular value will be there within the given list, then it could be displayed. Otherwise, it could be omitted. Okay, so in such a way, so performance tuning also gets increased. Of course, these two are okay. There is no problem for us. This regarding to between and in, no problem. But the problem will be raises here, like. Without like, I'd like to ask a question. That is, before going to take that particular question, select everything from EFP. Let us display everything here. So here, I'd like to concentrate on e-names of employees, employee names. I wanted to display, I don't know, one particular person name. I don't know exactly, but I have to understand that his name was starts with A. His name was starts with A. I could not remember his complete name, but if I go through the names who are having A, then it could be. Then it could be done. So if such kind of conditions are there, then how could you display it? How could you display it? So the name, e-name can be get starts with A, only A. Remaining characters anything, but first character must be A. If such kind of things are there with you, how could you display it? So we don't know. Exactly, as of now, we don't know. To apply such kind of conditions, so you are expected to operate regular expressions. regular expressions. Already you have gone through these regular expressions in formal language and automated theory. Probably regular expressions will be the second or third topic in unit number 1. Okay, regular expressions will be written by you, a power plus or a power star, something like that. So will be given. So you have some state diagrams also. Already I came to know that everything NFA, DFA has been completed, and he has given many number of examples in flat. Okay, so to write these regular expressions, how could you write in the sense? So using percentile, using underscore. So look at this. This percentile can identify any number of characters of any type. Any type in the sense A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or at the rate, whatever it may be, whatever the character it might be. So any number of characters. So one column might have 20 characters, another column might have 35 characters. So the length is not important. Any number of characters gets identified by percentile. Whereas in underscore could be gets identified only one character for its existence. So let me give you examples, then you could understand very clearly what these two statements are. So for example, if you write the underscore something like this underscore. So first character underscore anything. Okay. Second character underscore. Second character also anything. Third character also anything. Fourth character also anything. Something like that. Whereas if you write a percentile, so no matter how many number of characters within that particular column or as data, it doesn't matter. Okay. So it could be identifies n characters. So it could be identifies only one character for its existence. Let me give the queries, then you could understand what exactly. So you can see. So my question just before I have asked you a question that I know the first character of the person, but I don't know his full name. First character is A. Whether he may be Alan or he may be Adams. So I don't know exactly. If I see the list, then I could identify. Something like that will be there with you. Then you can see select everything from EMP. I need to have a complete information of employee. Where so ename is equal to. So I know first character is A, remaining characters will be anything. First character is A, remaining characters will be anything. So I'd like to specify first character is capital A, remaining characters are anything, that is percentile. If you would operate something like this, it could not give you any answer. Equal to cannot be, the relational operator equal cannot be compared with the regular expressions. It shall not be compared with regular expressions. It must be always compared with regular expressions, always compared with like only. Like only. Look at this. Like only. Like will be always used regular expressions or normal data also. Normal data also there is no problem. But if you have any regular expression kind of application, then you have to use instead of equal to, you have to operate like. Look at this. Alan. So A has been get started. Adams also. Now, one more question. So there are many number of people. So I do not remember his name, but I do remember how many characters are there in his name. Number of characters are there in his name. Like let us consider Ward, 4 characters, King, 4 characters, Ford, 4 characters. I do remember. So that particular person's name has 4 characters, but I could not remember the name. If I so look into the list, then I could understand very easily. So to display number of characters will be equal to display details of all employees whose names number of characters equal to exactly 4. So look at this, exactly 4 in the sense first character anything, second character anything, third character anything, fourth character also anything. Okay, so if I separate them, then you could understand either it is 4 or not. Yes, it is 4. Okay, The first character anything, second character anything, third character anything, or fourth character anything. But length of that particular name will be exactly 4. Look at this. These are the people who have exactly 4 characters in their name. Let me add one more. Let me add one more. You can see 5 characters in length. Their names have 5 characters in length. Let me add one more. 6 characters. I don't know. 6 characters are there. Yes, 6 characters also be there with us. Understand? So exactly 4 characters, exactly 5 characters, exactly 6 characters in length. Of course, if you take your own names, so your friends' names might be having some 20 characters or 15 characters or 14 characters, including their first name and so given name. So therefore, so you could check out your friend names like this. Number of characters will be this much. Okay, something like that. In this way, you can operate your regular expressions. If any regular expression will be there, then you need to take care about like operator. Okay, like operator. Without the like operator, regular expressions cannot be gets operated. Okay, so I believe that you people have not joined into the classroom. Oh, already it is there. The classroom is there here. DBMS classroom. Just go through this particular classroom one more time. So how many people have joined here? Let us examine. 24 people have joined. Out of 72, 24 people have joined. I don't know why. I don't know why. What are the reasons behind this? I don't know. So I have given clear instruction that by 24th evening, midnight, so 12 o'clock, so you may be joined. So unless otherwise other people could not be considered, I told you. So tomorrow I shall give you one assignment to you people. One assignment to you people. And before that, you have to load one particular application into your mobile phones. One particular application into your mobile phones. That application name, app name is the Sql compiler. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you in Google Play Store. Here, let me show you, because you people may have some kind of confusion. So SQL compiler. You please load down this one. It could be seen in such a way. This one. Look at this. This one. This is the icon. This is the icon. Please note. Please install into your Android phone, so that you could able to apply some queries. What I am supposed to give you, so you could able to apply your queries into this particular SQL. If systems are there with you, laptops are there with you, then you have to download SQL and then execute. Download SQL and then execute all there. Okay. So download the SQL and execute. Download Oracle's SQL and install it. Then you have to execute in a proper way. There is no problem at all. But if you want to execute through mobiles, through Android mobiles, you please download this kind of app into your system, into your Android mobile. And then whatever the query I have given, so everything will be. So you can see, you can execute your query, something like create a table. I don't know whether it could be visible to you or not. I don't know whether it is visible to or not. Insert into values, everything could be done. Okay, everything could be done in a proper way. So please install this particular app into your Android phones. Then whatever I'm supposed to give you, so everything can be gets executed out there, and submit the assignment to me back. Okay, so something like this. Then, so join. I'll give you the chance to join today also. So by today in the evening by 12 o'clock, so I shall give you. Tomorrow I maybe give some kind of assignment to you people. Before that you have to join and remain people. How many number of people are supposed to join? They will be considered for any kind of other activities. Other activities in the sense while calculating internal marks, while calculating some other kind of issues in the college. Everything will be gets taken into consideration by the people whomever joined here. Okay. So today I'd like to stop here, because if I would start this particular topic, it could be taken huge amount of time. That is built-in operators, huge amount of time. Tomorrow I shall complete the built-in functions in Oracle. Everything will be gets completed by tomorrow. Then day after tomorrow onwards, we'll go ahead with the theory, actual theory. Okay. Thank you. Just wait for a while. I'll take the attendance. Don't go away. If you are go away, your attendance could not be there with you. Okay. Don't go away.